Welcome back. Another beautiful day in the garden. Feels like spring actually. We have 20 degrees Celsius. So I have decided to go buy some compost, as you can see on the back of my car there. Now, last video I've showed pruning of my strawberries and then I needed some compost. So that's gonna go around them. And then wherever I have gaps, pockets, where the soil has sagged, that's gonna go in. Let's get closer to it and I'll show you what I look for in a good compost when I buy it. Now, this is half a cube of compost. I have actually given some to my dad. $29. $29. You can probably buy 2 bags at Bunnings or something like that. So this is definitely worth all the money. Nice way to save. And this is premium compost, much better than the stuff in the bags. Much better. Alright. First thing, when you put it together, it should stay together. You can easily crumble it. That means it's well matured. It's gonna keep the moisture in. It's gonna keep the consistency in. This is some good compost. Also, you wanna smell it. It should have a nice forest floor smell, like really earthy smell. It should not stink. All these little sticks in there, this is all good. This is all fine, but yeah, you want it to be in clumps and break up really easily. Now let's get this into the garden. This is beautiful. One thing I always forget to mention, I have an Instagram page. I have set it up a couple of weeks ago, so 3 weeks, 4 weeks, not even important. But I'm putting the little clips or little photos nearly every day or every second day. Go have a look. Now, this is what the strawberries look like. I'll just give them a little clean up, and where I have gaps like this, I'll tuck some of these under. And this is my strawberries ready for the spring. This is all I do for the whole year. I give them a good prune. I feed them just before spring, and that's all. What I'll do is I'll put some more compost under these cauliflowers there and these experimental eggplants. I heard somewhere they're gonna survive now. These look like they're dead, but there's definitely some that are making it. I still haven't picked this one up. There's a couple of other ones on there. I've got to clean that up, but I want to try to save seeds from this one here. I was at Bunnings today buying some stuff for work, and I saw these little guys. I couldn't resist not to buy them. Gotta give them a go and see. But they look really comfortable in the hand. They have these two. They sit in the hand just perfectly. They have these little 2 finger thumbs. Only $10. One definitely didn't make it. I've pruned the other ones, killed only the dead stuff, and now we'll compost it. Now I found one small one and I've opened it up and it does have seeds. Now I won't save the seeds from this little one. I want the seeds from the big ones. You always want to save seeds from the biggest plants, the healthiest plants, because that's the genetics you want to keep for your next plants, for your next seeds. As I'm shoveling this soil in here, in this garden here. I just remembered when we always had garden, and we decided to put the house here in the back. So now we used to live in this house here, and we decided to put this house in the back. I had always garden where this house is. I've had some gardens and was always planting something, and when we decided to do the new one, everything got destroyed. Well, I was kind of okay with it. I thought, you know what, we are building a new house, it's gonna make it a bit easier for us. We'll rent one out, easier to pay the mortgage. And once this was built and the driveway was in, I had my friend deliver me some just random dirt of other sites, and I was filling it up in this thing, and as I was filling it up, it had rocks, everything. I was cleaning a little bit up, and I have a plan what plants I had to plant here. So long story short, I was putting his bad soil in there because I just had to put some soil in there. I want to put some soil, plant this stuff, and get out. And halfway through doing it, I went, where do I put my veggie patch in? There is no room. So I started thinking, and then I went, why do I just not plant these plants and just make a garden bed out of them? So I went, okay friend, do not bring any more soil. I want to make this work. Well, it's been, I'm guessing 4 or 5 years now that we are doing this, that I have this garden here. I still find rocks in my garden. If I have to dig a hole for something or whatever, I still find rocks in there. And that was my biggest mistake that I've made, but I didn't think about it. So maybe plan ahead saves you a lot of collecting stones. So yeah, now you know the story how this garden became. I think people are actually loving it. Whoever walks past and when they see me in here, they stop, they have a chat, they say how much they like it, and it is something different. I mean, the new neighbors or the old neighbors, whoever is here, we've had a couple of tenants change by now. No one minded, everyone loved it. So something to think about. If you don't have much space and you have something like this, plant it in, put it into a garden, make it a garden. Now this looks really, really nice. Really nice with all the compost. So obviously one big thing for me for getting ready for spring is composting. Compost is a big thing that I do. I put a lot of compost. As you can see, it's not really expensive. We can get a high quality compost for quite cheap. And these beds here, we've been picking carrots now from this bed in the last whole year. So what I was doing is planting carrots here and then planting carrots in this half of the bed. These beds have sagged quite a bit, as you can see here. There's nearly a handful. I'll be picking these carrots because we've been picking them as we were going. They're growing quite nice. This is all nice shop bought stuff. Nothing is bad, and I have these purple ones in here as well. So I've been picking them as we go, and or as we need them really, and then planting new ones. Now what I'll do is I'll pick all these. This half of the bed will get the compost, and I'll plant some more beetroot or silver beet, or mixture of both. Since I've cut the tomatoes, I've got more room for beetroot in here, so I'll fill out the gaps. I can see the onions are doing much better here than in clumps. I think we'll have some great onions in here. Regarding my blueberries, they're in bloom. They're producing some blueberries. I have put brand new potting mix in them not long ago, so I won't be doing anything to these. But yeah, when you see them bloom, you're gonna give them some phosphorus for more flowers. And what I do is I mulch them with pine needles. As you can see in the back of me, there's a lot of pine trees, so I go in the back there and collect them. I've been actually cleaning that back place out. It was full of lantana. I don't know if you can still see. Yeah, there is a big pile of twigs sitting there that I still need to clean up. And I'm thinking there's a little creek there. I'm thinking to put a little bridge over and continue cleaning up there on the other side. Maybe kids can play in there, and I don't know, maybe I can plant something in there. I don't know, we'll see. Obviously you're gonna prune your trees now. My one is finished. What I'm looking for now is for it to start putting bulbs up, or start putting leaves, or getting some leaves happening. Once that happens, I fertilize them and I do something else, but that's another video. So all my composting is mostly done now, and that's a big preparation for the spring. Once we pick the rest of these plants that are gonna be here for another month or two in the soil, I'll be putting more compost down. I generally compost my whole garden in spring. That's my preparation for the growing season. And I buy a lot of seeds. Now this is a good time to buy seeds. Often they run out of seeds. There's not many. You don't want to buy seeds when everyone wants them. You don't want to buy seeds when you want to plant them. You want to buy seeds before you need them. So now is a good time to look for seeds. There's plenty out there, and you're not gonna compete with many people to get your seeds. And yeah, the last thing I need to do is get my soils ready and get my greenhouse ready. I have been slowing buying stuff for my greenhouse. I want to buy a self-watering bed in there. I've still got stuff growing. That's my beetroot in the bottom. It's time for it to go out. And the silver beet. And as you can see, my lettuce have already germinated. One have, the others haven't. I'm not sure why, but hey. So I want to get this greenhouse ready before spring, so I can get some spring stuff in there, and obviously my seedlings can go in there and I can get my starts. So I'm basically ready for spring now. We've got still a whole month in front of us, but you want to be ready before I'll be actually planting my spring stuff in about 2 weeks time. I've got a bag of potting mix. This is the egg pipe that I bought for my self-watering bed, but there will be a video on that. I have just picked up some more pots from my father. I think some of these I gave him last year. He's bought few things, and just generally getting ready with pots, with potting mix, with seeds, preparing the beds, looking after the plants. I'm thinking to even extend some more garden beds in the back there, probably make one more row next to it. They've been there since last winter. No one has complained about them. I will see if I run out of garden space. I might as well, especially if I get some free timber that I can make the beds out of. Now I have been getting some nice comments on my videos which I'm really grateful and happy. I thank you all. It looks like finally YouTube, after 8 months of me posting, has decided to promote some of my videos, and if you search for Wollongong small garden, Illawarra garden, my name will come up as well, which is good. I reckon people here in Illawarra do need some help with their gardens, as I can see, and I'm happy to help you out as much as I can. Now, thank you for subscribing, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.